Yes, it's Chito here, and I'm excited to be here because I want to talk to you guys about some things that have really happened in my life. But one of the things that I really want to talk to you guys about right now is just trying to stay safe, trying to stay sane. Because I know with all this coronavirus and all this order to stay in home, it's really something that not a lot of people are used to. I mean, me, I do it on the regular because I'm usually playing my Xbox and stuff like that right when I get home from work. So, I'm a little used to it, but I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people out there that aren't used to just being cooped up at home.
I gotta get out of here!
And, having to have your main source of entertainment, your TV and your video game system. So, I hope everybody is staying sane and being able to, to be healthy and communicate with each other and talking to your family, because that's one thing that's important to try to realize with all of this that's going on is that, now that we have this time where we're with each other and sheltering in place with each other, we can, reconnect and, try to, catch up on things.
Oh.
Don't just owe him, Thomas.
Yeah, don't just owe me.
I'll owe whoever I want.
Because I'm pretty sure there's some families out there that, don't really have that time together to really sit down and talk. So to kind of get into the subject of my video today, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about, my health and, where I've been. Because I know in the first video that I had on my channel, I was going to talk to you guys and, really try to do my, weight loss journey as well. That was one of the possibilities, and I definitely do want to do something like that. So one of the things that is new in my life is I was recently diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And it was just really crazy, like how everything, went down. I was always told, of course, that, it is a possibility, not only because of my weight, but also because my family, both on my mom's side and my dad's side, have a history of diabetes. So not only do I have the genetics going against me, but also my, my weight. And I'm not really that tall. I'm about 5'7" or so. And then, weighing, the last time I went to the doctors, they weighed me at 386 pounds. Which I lost 3 pounds from the first time that I went there, which is good, but it's still really up there. And so one day, it was actually like a whole week that led up to this, because some of the symptoms that you experience with diabetes is you'll get frequently dry mouth and like a cotton mouth type of thing. And I also noticed that I was getting up to use the restroom in the middle of the night 2 or 3 times a night, and I knew right then and there, I'm like, this is something else going on. And I did look it up. I have a bad habit of looking things up on Google, and I'm freaking out, oh my god, it's cancer, it's this and that, but in this instance, it really alarmed me. And so I went to the doctors, once I read that, holy crap, it could be diabetes. And I went in there and they said that my blood sugar was at a 326.
Damn!
Which is really, really high. So immediately the doctor gave me this medicine. It's called Trulicity.
No way!
And it's an injection. So there's a syringe, a needle here, not a syringe, a needle.
No way!
And it has the medicine right here in this little bubble. And what I do is, I choose to put it in the abdomen. You can do it your abdomen and your thighs or your arms if somebody else can help you. And it's I press it against, my stomach, and then press it and wait a couple of seconds, and then it'll pop, and then it'll inject the medicine. And what the doctor told me about that medicine is that it's something that's going to help, lower the sugar content in my blood. By telling your body to push it out, I guess. Just trying to make it simple, because I'm honestly not really the brightest crayon in the box when it comes to, things like this. I was completely freaking out, honestly, that day that the doctor did, because I was really, hit hard with the idea, damn, I let things come to this, I let things get that bad to where I have to get a shot in my stomach, and that was a really big wake-up call for me, and it really made me, start changing like my diet now. There where I used to go get like fast food or things like that, like almost once a day. I only went once this week, and I just went to go get Chick-fil-A, and it's like the one cheat thing, but I know even then, like, I gotta work at doing that no times, but I have worked on getting my diet better and my health better. And it's still really scary to me, and it's still really new, and it's all fresh to me. I'm still trying to figure out the right things to eat, the right diet to follow and things like that. And it gets overwhelming, but I'm trying to take my time with everything and really focus on what's important now is taking this medicine the once a week, and I'm also doing metformin pills once a day to really help lower my blood sugar and keep it low. But yeah, it's been kind of really scary, thinking, and there's some people that I know that are a lot older in their life and like later in their life, and I consult with them and I talk to them, and they're like, wow, you're too young to be having to do this, so that really puts it in perspective that like I need to get a lot of my life back. So one of the things that the doctor suggested that I do is weight loss surgery, and that's something that I've thought about before, and I almost did it last year when I had different insurance and got through most of the process. But when it came down to choosing the doctor, I was like, if I choose this doctor, that's it. I think I'm past the point of no return. So I freaked out because I never had any type of major surgery before. I never had anything done to me, so I'm not sure what it's like to be on anesthesia, and I'm one of those people that like I hardly ever take medicines anyway. Like I remember one time, I took a NyQuil and it jacked me up. Just like one NyQuil, I was like all freaking out, I'm just afraid of like medicines and doing like more harm than good sometimes. But yeah, that's one of those things that like really freak me out. They get like, oh, I'm gonna feel all groggy and out of it. What if they put me on pain medicine and it's gonna jack me up or whatever? And that's what kind of scared me away from it, And then now, after thinking, okay, all that fear kept me from doing it back then. Now things are getting worse, and the doctor told me things that could happen to my body if I don't manage and control my diabetes. And that sounds a lot more scarier. So I think this year I'm going to definitely go for it. I have my consultation appointment. The consultation appointment, I think it's in a couple of weeks. I don't remember the date exactly, but I'm going to talk to them. They're going to see where I'm at and if I'm eligible, which, the doctor says that it's almost 100% likely that I will be eligible for the surgery. And yeah, I mean, the one that I'm thinking of is doing the gastric sleeve. I've known a couple people that done the gastric bypass, which is it has a lot more to it, a lot more of a chance of complications, but it does have the highest rate of success rate in weight loss, what I hear. But the gastric sleeve seems more like the one that I want to do. What is it called? The lap band. I'm not really sure I want to do that. I hear that they go through the mouth and put it, around your stomach and make it small. But it's one of those things where I hear that has a lot of complications and sometimes it slips, things like that. So that really freaks me out, especially because I like to lay on my tummy. But I'm definitely, I think I'm, really considering, the gastric sleeve. And once I learn more about it, I'll definitely would love to share more about it with you guys. But I hear that one has, really good success rate as well. Not as great as the gastric bypass, but it's still pretty good. And it has the least amount of complications and deaths. At least that's what I've read. And that just puts me a little bit at ease, thinking that that's probably going to be the one that I want to do. But yeah, it's actually my day to do this medicine. Put the injection in my stomach, and I was thinking of maybe doing it on camera, but I don't think you guys want to see me without my shirt. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this shot. Everybody, shot in my tummy. But thank you guys. This is gonna be a little update, health update. for me. And you know, if you guys are interested in you know, following along with my journey, definitely, you know, join me, and I'll try to post as much videos as I can, documenting this process and this whole journey, because again, you know, it's new and it's scary, but it's all something that I have to do to be able to save myself, you know. And if you have questions, or if you yourself are having weight issues and you want to talk about it, definitely, you know, message me and everything like that. I'll put my information at the end of this video with, you know, my Snapchat, everything that you want to contact me on, I'll put it there. So definitely feel free to reach out, and if you have any information for me, I definitely would appreciate it. So thanks again. I love you guys. Oh gosh, this really makes me look gross. Wow.